If you're a man who has been carrying a lot on his shoulders, but not really talking about it, you're not alone. A lot of men I work with don't necessarily think of themselves as struggling with their mental health as such. They'll say things like, "I'm just stressed," or "I've got a lot on my plate," or "It is what it is." But still waters run deep, and there can be a lot going on underneath that surface. Hi, I'm Jason Pollock, and I am a social worker and psychotherapist in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Welcome to the Pollock Perspective. Today, we are discussing the question, why don't more men go to therapy? Now, many men tend to downplay their symptoms of stress, anxiety, or tension. Maybe your tension shows up as keeping everything bottled up inside until it explodes out of you. Or it can show up as stress in your relationship, feeling misunderstood, saying things you don't mean, or shutting down completely during conflict. Maybe communication with your partner, or your employers, or your loved one, or colleagues just feels harder than it should. Maybe you've thought about getting help before, but something stopped you. For a lot of men, what stops them is this unspoken assumption that we are supposed to handle things on our own, to push through, to not talk about it, to walk it off, to drink it away, or what have you. And over time, that takes its toll. Those seemingly still waters can eventually erode even the hardest stone, and the flow of life can erode even the strongest man. The good news is, it doesn't have to be that way. You could go to therapy. Lots of men misunderstand therapy. They think that if they go to therapy, the therapist is going to try to make them cry or talk about their mothers or get them in touch with their inner something or other. Now, don't get me wrong, therapy can totally be about those things if that's what you need. But that misconception, I think, tends to scare a lot of men away from therapy. After all, our role models growing up never cried. Captain Kirk never showed his vulnerability. MacGyver never complained about not having enough tools on hand. But therapy doesn't have to be abstract or uncomfortable or overly emotional. It can be practical. It can be focused. It can provide you with tools. And let's face it, you like tools, don't you, fellas? In my work with men, we focus on real-world strategies. I would provide you with tools that would help you manage stress, communicate more effectively, and feel more in control of your reactions. But just as important as the tools is the environment in which it happens. I create a space that is confidential and non-judgmental, grounded in over 25 years of experience working with people through complex challenges from all walks of life. Reaching out for support is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is a way of taking responsibility for your well-being and for the people who depend on you. It's a way of saying that you are strong and wise enough to know when to ask for a helping hand. If you've been thinking about talking to someone, you don't have to have it all figured out before you start. You just have to take the first step. Now, I have provided a couple of links in the description for this video, one to psychologytoday.com, which is a searchable directory of therapists across Canada. I've also included a link in my calendar where you can book a free 15-minute consultation with me. I can see anyone in Ontario virtually, and if you're in the Ottawa area, I could see you virtually or in person at Intersections Therapy Collective in the Centertown area. I'd love to meet you and journey with you. This has been the Pollock Perspective, practical conversations about mental health you can use. Remember, you're not in this alone.